Islam is an evil religion. Sharia law is an evil form of justice. On September the 11th, we are going to have an international Burn a Qur'an Day.
Pastor Terry Jones is using an argument that I've heard over and over again while discussing Islam, which is that the Quran is hateful and thus Islam itself is evil. The latest surah someone used as an example of that in the discussion was the following. Surah 60, verse 4. There is for you an excellent example to follow in Abraham and those with him, when they said to their people, We are clear of you and of whatever ye worship besides Allah. We have rejected you, and there has arisen between us and you enmity and hatred forever, unless ye believe in Allah and Him alone. Not a very nice passage if you're a Christian. However, if you read a bit more of the very same surah, it may be that Allah will grant love and friendship between you and those whom ye now hold as enemies, for Allah is powerful over all things, and Allah is oft forgiving and most merciful. Allah forbids you not, with regards to those who fight you, not for your faith, nor drive you out of your homes, from dealing kindly and justly with them, for Allah loveth those who are just. Which puts a slightly different perspective on verse 4. But hateful passages are not only in the Quran. The Bible has also a lot of hateful passages. For example, 2 Chronicles, chapter 15, verse 13. Whosoever would not seek the Lord God of Israel should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. And there are many more verses like that in the Bible. Using the same logic for the Bible would make all of Christianity evil, vile, and something that should not be tolerated. You cannot condemn an entire group of believers because of hateful passages in their holy book. It's how the individuals themselves interpret and act upon those verses. And this is exactly why what Pastor Terry Jones is doing is so utterly asinine. His own holy book contains enough hateful passages he chooses to ignore. However, this does not mean you should wear a gloves when criticizing Islam or any other religion. By all means, criticize people if you think they are wrong, but there is a line between valid criticism and just being an ass about it. Also, lumping everyone from religion together with the most extreme elements from it and subsequent action carried out in its name does not do justice to the people of the religion that are moderates and actually want to get rid of these elements. Especially considering the reasons why there is such an hatred towards the Western world and the United States in particular. It's not only because there are hateful passages in religious texts that are being used to justify this, it also has to do with the geopolitical legacy the United States and the Western world has created. For example, the United States gave weapons and training to the Mujahedin in Afghanistan to fight the Russians, and now people are amazed that the extremists are using that training and those very same weapons against us. Or let's name another example, Iran. The United States and the United Kingdom were involved in a coup that overthrew a democratically elected government, which set the stage for 25 years of dictatorship under Mohammed Reza Shah, who relied heavily on US weapons and support to hold on to power. These are big contributing factors that gave rise to the current political situation and anti-Western sympathies. These countries did not turn out this way just because they have a predominantly Muslim population. And as a bibliophile, I cannot stand it when a book gets destroyed. I love and cherish the books I have. And I have quite a strange collection, as I have the Communist Manifesto sitting right next to the Wealth of Nations, or for example the Qur'an, the Bible, Paradise Lost, and the unauthorized version Truth and Fiction in the Bible, sitting right next to each other on the very same shelf. Currently I am even on the hunt for a German version of Hitler's Mein Kampf. All of these books represent ideas, religions, or ideologies, and with some I will never agree with as I find them stupid, dangerous, or just plain wrong, but all of them give me an insight into the minds, lives, and the ideas of other people, and as such they are valuable assets to us, as knowledge and understanding is what brought us to where we are today. That's why I will never agree with the destruction of a book, especially when you decide to do it by burning it, an act that has become ingrained in a lot of people with the destruction of ideas and persecution of people. For example, the Nazis were known for doing it with books written by Jews. And let's not forget what we lost in the Middle Ages thanks to Christianity in Europe. I can almost weep for what has been done to the works of Leonardo in the name of religion. We only have about 1/3 left of what he has written. The rest is lost to us forever. If you want to change Islam and Muslims, you don't do it by burning the holy book. You do it by learning about them, their history, why they see us the way they do, and by learning what place Islam and the Quran have in their lives, and then opening a dialogue and challenge them or help them where necessary. Let's work together to create a better world and not pointlessly antagonize each other.